Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dark Metal video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at how you can beat the Ultimate Spectacular Battle Stage 6 against Goku Ultra Instinct. Now this is the third to last stage, I believe, of the Spectacular Ultra battles, and it's pretty tough. I will say it's, I don't want to say it's one, it's weird because although these stages technically hit harder than most red zones that have ever come out, I still don't find them as difficult as some of the original red zones, that originally came out. And that's just because when red zones first came out, there were literally only two teams that could, or like three teams, Ginyu Force, Power Beyond, Super Saiyan Infused Fighters, that could, and Movie Heroes, which was just like a PBS kind of knockoff. But like, there was like 3 or 4 teams max that could handle original red zone. Now, it does kind of feel that way, but I think also it's just a little bit easier, to be honest. Like, I think it is just a little bit easier because you have more options. But at the same time, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's inherently an easier fight, if that makes sense. So just because you have more options doesn't mean that it's actually, like, easier. On a numbers level and on a difficulty level, it's harder. At least in general. Now, Goku Ultra Instinct, he has 4 phases, so a relatively long fight, but Goku does feel a little bit glass cannon-y. What I mean by that is Goku hits very hard, but he does seem to also get hit very hard. Like, he seems to take a lot of damage. So we have the Physical God Goku phase. This phase, Goku is immune to stunning. We then have the Strength phase against Super Saiyan Blue Goku. That's what you're seeing now, where he's immune to stunning and sealing. We then have the Tech phase, bit of a precursor there, I guess, where he's immune to stunning, sealing, attack lowering, defense lowering, and he also locks or randomly changes key spheres and raises his attack on a super, which is a little bit weird, not gonna lie. Randomly changing key spheres is not something I've seen a lot of. So it is a little bit strange, but hey, it does work out that way. Then we have the final phase, which is against MUI Goku, where he's immune to stunning, sealing, attack lowering, defense lowering, raises his attack, seals your super attack, and also can dodge your attacks. Now, his dodge rate is apparently only around 5%, and I think personally for me, they should have upped that a little bit. I would have liked Goku have been constructed a little bit differently, whereby he, really like, how can I say, where he really, kind of looks more like a functional unit that has a ton of evasion, more than like a unit that, or a boss that doesn't have evasion. I think like the evasion factor should have been a bigger preference, because then you could look at units that like disable evasion or have guaranteed hit and stuff, which I think is really good. But it is what it is. It's very interesting. Like I said though, all in all, looking at like just the entire state of the fight, I think it's a fairly good stage. I do think it's very well designed. I think it is a very well made stage. I think it's got a decent level of difficulty, and I think it's at the right point of difficulty. It's tough, but it's not too tough. So I think that's really good. There's a mission for it as well, to beat it with an all extreme team, one of each type, which we will take a look at, of course, in another video. But honestly speaking, really impressed with this team that I'm using here, Martian Brew Saga. I think it did a very good job overall. Of course, Majin Buu Saga is probably one of the best teams in the game, without a doubt, so that does tend to help. And also we have some very strong units from like a type advantage kind of functional point of view. Units that just tend to perform really, really well and are quite solid and strong and, you know, just are great. We've got Tech Buu after his EZA, got Physical Buuhan after his EZA, both of whom are just still, well, I say still, like they didn't happen, yeah, literally a month ago, but are probably the, yeah, to maybe say something, but probably the most insane combination that I still have. I still think they are an absolutely insane combination of unit, to be honest with you. So I'm very, 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 very chuffed with their overall performance. And yeah, I mean, they're insane. They just really are insane. It's just very impressive. On top of that, of course, as well, yeah, we also have the rest of the strong Majin Buu cast. We have AGL Goku, fantastic unit. Obviously, this kind of event, maybe at the rough end of his spectrum of like how far he can handle things, because he does obviously have, yeah, a little bit of a fall off once he has that damage reduction reduce and, you know, has some things fall off. But we do have the tech Gotenks, very, very strong. We also have the int Gotenks, and we'll get his transformation due to the length of the fight. And then we also, of course, have Strength Vegito, who's also incredibly strong. So we really are sitting with like a very good, how can I say, like a very just fantastic team. I don't think there's any stage here where we, you know, realistically were in trouble. Obviously we used some items to kind of make things work a bit better, but I think overall we really just had a very easy time. I will say once Strength Vegito comes out, it's generally game over, especially for most hard bosses, and especially when he's got int Gotenks kind of just throwing down afterwards. I think that also tends to help. So yeah, I think you know, all the way, really, really good stuff. Very, very fun team, and yeah, got the job done. We'll be taking a look at the Extreme team, which I think will be a lot of fun. But until then, that's pretty much going to be it for me. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. It's always greatly appreciated. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. So until then, bye.